Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here once again. It is time for my lifter Michelle's vlog, and yeah, we're continuing to do conjugate. Again, getting her ready for meet. So, floor press. Now, this was a true max effort. She was able to grind through it. Definitely see that sticking point there, but again, 155 on a strict floor press, legs straight. I'll take it as a coach. All right, for supplemental work, again, we have a pretty wide variety of stuff. Like her volumes are very high. Now, what I want people to understand when it comes to Michelle's training, I have her overall. We run more volume than most of my lifters, and it's something I need to be very clear of because people will see some of this and they're like, "Man, that's a lot of volume. Can I replicate that?" It's like a couple things to keep in mind. And I always want people to remember this with her vlogs. Number one, she does a large amount of conditioning work. All right, she is in very, very good shape. She's a former boxer. She did tons of conditioning back then, and she's maintained that high level of GPP, which stands for General Physical Preparedness. So she's maintained that for many, many years. All right, so therefore her work capacity and recovery is going to be a lot higher than someone who's not a serious athlete, okay? Because she's not just a power lifter, she has quite a serious athletic background. So we need to put that in perspective when you're looking at her total volumes. Also, this has been found in the lab, women have a slightly higher work capacity in the gym than men do. It's not massively different, but it's measurably different, okay? So we need a context for that. All right, but so at this point for upper body work, we're doing pause benching, we're doing incline benching, JM presses, pull-ups, rows. And this is pretty much every workout other than speed day. We don't do the pause flat benching on speed bench day, but we do all the other stuff. She's also rotating her grips around. I've included in the vlog the pull-ups from both days because one of them she's doing neutral grip, another day she's doing chins. Again, we just kind of vary the grips. And she seems to do that naturally. I don't have to prescribe that for her like I do some of my people who won't do it. She just kind of does it on her own. She's always changing the grips up. Now, these rows are not super strict, but there's a point where as a coach, I'm fine with it. She's moving a lot of weight. We're getting the desired training response. Her back is strong. I'm not worried about it. And here's the other thing, and here we're doing a normal back squat. I believe she did 265 on that day, unless that's a squat bar. Now, if that's a squat bar, that's 275. Need to have her double check that stuff. But we do a lot of lower body supplemental work. Now she's doing tons and tons of quad work. We're trying to bring her legs up. Okay, and she's pretty much down a weight class. She's almost down a weight class now without doing any water cutting. And she's just going to go ahead and compete a little lighter. In fact, if anything, this lets her just feed into the meet to put on water weight if need be. For her next meet coming up, because she has a pretty high level meet she had to qualify for. So of course the issue we run into with that is, of course, even though she's gotten leaner and almost dropped a weight class, she's only qualified in the next class up. So she's just going to compete there, and then next year, we already talked about this, next year we're going to come down that weight class. We're going to come down a weight class and we're going to get meet PRs. There's a lot of quad work in here, in case you haven't noticed, because the hip thrust is also a quad exercise. Combination of machine work, free weights, right? So she does dumbbell split squats, she's doing leg presses, we're doing hip thrusts. Again, a lot of work. Volumes are pretty high. I don't recommend most people do this. Now, some people say, well, it doesn't seem that high. This seems like a decent leg day. Well, yeah, for a lot of you who do one leg day. We're on a 4-day upper lower, so she does lower body twice a week, upper body twice a week. Right? We do a dynamic effort, max effort, 4-day conjugate type rotation. All right, and then we still do posterior chain work, glute ham raises. Right? Do glute ham raises. We do pull throughs. Now those pull throughs and the hip thrusts are really doing a lot for her deadlift now. Hey, I'm very happy with what we're seeing there. We're getting those stronger lockouts because that's where she's weak. So if we watch a lot of her lifts, she's on the bench. Where's she weak at? Shortly off the chest. Got to build her pecs up. Okay? Deadlift, where's she weak? Lockouts. What do we need? Glutes. Got to build those glutes. Those peaches, guys. You got to build that peach. Guys and girls. Where are we weak on the squat? Hitting depth. Right out of the bottom. It's quads. So, what do we have to bring up on her? Glutes. Quads, pecs. That will bring her total up. Okay? That's where we've got to do the work. Does that mean we neglect hamstrings, triceps, lats? No, we don't neglect those things. But they are her strong points. All right, here we go. Dynamic effort benching. She does 9 triples. 3 sets wide, 3 sets medium, 3 sets close. And I threw this chin ups in, even though this video is going to run past our minimum time, so we're okay. I threw these chins in just because it's different, right? You see her doing a neutral grip on the other day. She's doing a supine grip chin up on this one, right? By the way, she can crank out 3 sets of 10. Okay. Plus, you guys have seen her do those toe to bars hanging with no straps. All right, box squats. I don't like her form on this time. A little bit, but it's because of the box position. Something I told her to do on that, turn that box. And that's a tip everyone needs to remember. I say this a lot. If you're going to box squat with anything square, you need to turn that box at an angle. Toes need to be between your feet. I'm sorry, that didn't make any sense. Let me rephrase that. I'm not restarting this. Corner needs to be between your feet. Gives you a better surface area to sit back on. Okay? Gives you a better surface area. And here we go, guys. She uses a couple machines, and you know what? I'm okay with it. Machines are fine. Yes, free weights, barbells will always be our staple. Machines have their place. They have their place. We can still use them. A lot of times they're easy on recovery, right? More split squats, pull throughs coming up, all that stuff. We have to keep building, keep moving forward, focus on body composition, get bigger, get leaner, get more conditioned. Okay? Strength will come. And then, of course, you guys can see the pull-throughs at the end, which are kind of an important staple for her right now. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.